Members of the American Bell Association collect different kinds of bells, but the gentleman who put this together collects locks that have bells associated with them in some way. We're at the 74th Annual Convention of the American Bell Association in Dubuque, Iowa. So let's look at these. This is one of the oldest padlocks with bells that is known. It's from the Middle East, and if you look in the upper left, you see 3 keys. And this was a gate lock. So what would happen is there was a way to move the little beetle scarab that you see in the lower right-hand corner of the lock, and it would open that first little lock to its left, and the first key would go in. Well, the first thing is that you had to know whether to turn it left or right. So he's marked it, you turn it right. When that happens, a bell rings, and if you look in the upper right-hand corner of this video, you can see the bells behind those. So the first bell would ring, and it would open the latch on the second one. Then you had to put in the key and turn it just the correct way, in this case, left. And another bell would ring and open the latch for the third lock, and so on. If you turned it the wrong way, the whole mechanism locked down, and it had to be reset so you couldn't get in. So I guess perhaps this is one of the first examples of a combination lock. But they definitely wanted that gate secure, didn't they? So let's look at some more modern ones. And what these were is you'd put the key in and a bell would ring. Some of them had the symbol of a bell embossed, some more or less engraved. With these, you put the key in, generally on the bottom. Or in this case, in the front. And the symbol of the bell kind of told you that a bell was supposed to ring. Look at this one. It's got the face of the head of a dog, profile of a dog on it. Let's see if I can get out here for you to see. The light's not. And if you see that nub on the front of these, that told you that there was a bell inside, even though it didn't have the emblem of a bell on it. And it's interesting that these say Bell on it, but they're not by a bell company called Bell, Slaymaker. There's one that's resembling the Liberty Bell, made in Pennsylvania. And there's a large door lock that had a bell attached to it. This is very, very heavy. And then look at this one, talk about heavy. Big, big, big. So people collect bells of all kinds, even when it's not something we would think of as a bell. Thank you for sharing your time with us, and if you're interested in bells or have some bells, go to americanbell.org, learn more about us, and come join us.